solo.
And hello, welcome to Solo Playthrough is about, I don't know, 5 hours, 6 hours late because it's one of those days, man. Yeah, very sorry for being late. I'm sure this is a terrible idea. I know I had like 4 people in the waiting room before. I don't know how this is going to go on a Friday night. I got a fly flying around my basement now. They want to be part of this. It's going to be a mess. Yeah, I was all set up to stream at 11 a.m. as promised. Tony, what's up? Hope I am feeling better. I am feeling mostly better, or feeling okay enough to do this. Yeah, I had this all set up and was about 5 minutes away from showtime, and I lost the ability to see clearly, which happens to me very occasionally. The last migraine I had was about 2 to 3 years ago. So I get migraines with aura. For those who don't know what that is basically a warning sign that, hey, you're about to have a really bad migraine. And for me, it includes just the inability to see. All my vision gets super blurry and twisted, and I the nice thing is I get a warning where I can go take some pain meds to try to, dull the senses before the headache actually arrives in earnest, and kind of fend off at least some of it, which is the only reason I'm able to even try this now. But I was still gonna thinking about pushing forward because I knew the pain was some ways away, but I realized I really just could not see enough to actually try to stream this insane challenge. Now, this is a challenge. This is a patron challenge from David Coleman, who I'm sure was here earlier, and I hope he can make it back now. It is super late in Germany, though, so I'm guessing that, again, we'll have a later group here tonight, but did want to get this on the camera. I had everything set up. I have to take this all off. I did not want to reset it up, and this is me being stubborn and knowing it's the summer and knowing that my opportunities to stream are going to be a little bit more limited this month than I would like them to be. So I really just wanted to get this done while I had it out and I was ready to go. Phoenix, what's up, Eric? So when you knock out the camera trying to kill the fly, it'll just be another day at the office. Got it. Mike James, hi Greg, hope you're well. Thank you, Mike. Good to see you as well. So we got some peeps here for this time on a beautiful Friday, and by beautiful I mean really friggin' hot here in Philadelphia. My air conditioning is on. If that is distracting, please let me know. I will turn it off. However, it is very, very hot. It was like in the pushing 90 degrees today, which is far too early in the summer for that crap. But, here we are. This challenge is kind of stupid, and I mean that in the best of ways. I mean, it's an excellent challenge. It's stupid hard. See, there's the fly I was talking about, who, I mean, again, like, it's just here for the duration, I guess. Tony, I'm glad he was here, because Tony was kind enough to try this challenge with me 4 times off camera, and we got smushed every time. Some of the smushings were more emphatic than others, and I think we have discerned a possibility of a path. So we'll see how much I learned from those playthroughs off camera, and see if we can't put something together on camera. The initial challenge from David was Shroud of Silent Mist and Sharp Fangs, because it's a favorite spirit of both of ours. And it was like, hey, do a adversary and do a scenario. And Tony was like, how about France and Elemental Invocation? I was like, sure, Tony, sounds as good as anything I would come up with, and we'll go from there. No, look, Shroud, a lot of these scenarios are a hard counter to Shroud. This one is also a mildly hard counter to Shroud. But in France is also tough for Shroud because he's not trying to kill towns. So there's a lot of things that we're going to have to manage. I call this building management for a reason, because we have to make sure, again, we keep the towns under control. If you have to place too many towns on the board, you lose. And indeed, a lot of towns will start on the board. This scenario makes sure of that. So we'll see what's up. We'll see if we can pull off a kind of a Hail Mary here, especially in my kind of somewhat wounded state, or not wounded. What's the right word? So my less than 100% state. We'll put it that way. And I think this scenario is excellent for Fangs. Shroud's holding up for dear life, and we'll see if we can't, get a little fortunate with the order of the invader deck as well as events and some fear cards. So I'm yammering enough. Let me start setting some of this up. I will shuffle the event deck. We have 14 towns over there on the England build tile. That is the town supply that we have for the game. If we need to place a 15th town, well, guess what? That's not going to go very well for us. So we're going to need to somehow overcome that. I, again, will give this a good shuffle. Make sure I put the worst events right on top here, and that'll be super fun. And then we're going to put the Slave Rebellion card underneath the bottom 3 cards, so it is the 4th card down from the top at the start of the game. We'll go through France's escalations. Level 1, during setup, after invaders have successfully explored, except during setup, after invaders successfully explore into a land that has no cities or towns, we add an additional explorer. That is Frontier Explorers. Level 2 is Slave Labor. During setup, we put the Slave Rebellion card there. And after invaders build in a land that has 2 or more explorers, replace all but one of those explorers with an equal number of towns. Early plantations. During setup on each board, add a town to the highest number of land without a town, and add another town to land number 1. Triangle trade. Whenever invaders build a coastal city, add a town to the adjacent land with the fewest towns. Slow healing ecosystem. Whenever you remove blight from the board, put it here instead of onto the blight card. As soon as you have 6 blight, so 3 per player, we move it all back onto the blight card. Persistent explorers. After resolving an explore card on each board, add an explorer to a land without any fear cards. Never remove explorers, and when one would, you may push that explorer instead. Additional loss conditions. Sprawling plantations. Before setup, return all but 7 towns per player to the box. Invaders win if you ever cannot place a town. And then finally, a very brutal escalation, which we're going to want to try to kind of mitigate as much as we can. Demand for new cash crops. After exploring on each board, pick a land of the shown terrain. If that land has cities and towns, add a blight. Otherwise, add a town. Now, with Fangs, that's really brutal because, again, blight is a kryptonite of Fangs and what Fangs does. So we are very much going to need to make sure, to every extent we can, that every land type has at least one of those lands that have no cities or towns, which is going to mean more explorers and an additional town thrown on there, but at least will prevent us from getting the blight, and hopefully we can use the rules of Elemental Invocation to our advantage in getting a lot of those towns destroyed pretty quickly. All right, we have Sagitt. What's going on here? That's what happened today. We're just about to start watching something, and then this happens. Yeah, it turns out my initial comment, which I posted right around 11 o'clock with an apology that I had to cancel the stream because I was having an aura. I did say I was going to try to get this in later today or tomorrow. I don't know if anybody actually saw that comment, because next I checked, the only comments you could see was a comment from Sagitt telling me I was a slacker, and then a comment from me. And so I thought I might try to do it today. I did initially put it in the system as scheduled for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning is not great for me, and Mrs. Playthroughs and I were supposed to go have a night in Atlantic City tonight. That just wasn't happening with my with the state of my health. If I could say that without just trying to sound too dramatic. So she's actually going out to play a night of poker. So I figured, you know what? I'm feeling well enough to get this on the channel tonight. I am definitely medicated up with Tylenol and Advil and the like, and wanted to do this today while I had the chance. Sagitt also, hope you are indeed doing better. Grew up with the debilitating migraines that knocked me out at least 2 days each time. Would not wish that on anyone. Yeah, that's gross, dude. My mom had migraines a lot when I was growing up. For me, it just happens very sporadically. It's my first one in years, and usually it knocks me out for like a day. The nice thing about the aura is that I can go ahead and I can just really load up on meds. Occasionally in the past, when I have done that, I avoided I didn't really pay the price for the migraine the day of, but the next day was kind of brutal. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen tomorrow, but I will definitely be on a steady stream of painkillers next couple of days until my head feels 100% normal. Right now, it indeed does not. But again, why not do a brain burny game like Spirit Island? It's great for migraines, apparently, or something like that. We're going to shuffle up the event deck, or the fear deck. We already shuffled the event deck. The fear deck for level 6 France would normally be a 4/5/5. Because of Elemental Invocation, it will be a 5/5/5, and I will get through all of the rules of Elemental Invocation in a wee bit. So we're going to shuffle this up, maybe a little bit more. Make sure I get all the useless fear cards on top. That would be so awesome when that happens. And cut it once, and 5/5/5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fear cards for calling birds. All right, we're gonna wrong season, Greg. Wrong season. All right, we're good. This goes here. That's a Terra level 3 divider. 5 cards. Nope, I didn't see what it was. Terra level 2 divider, and 5 cards on top. That will go here. We have 8 fear in the fear pool. I do need to get our Healthy Island / Blighted Island card. I do have Tipping Point in here. That's stupid. If I pull it, we're just going to take it out and go to the next one, because yeah, we can't really do Tipping Point with Fangs. That's just not a thing that's fun. So, or Shroud for that matter. So 10, 1, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and we are on card numero 10. We're going to put 5 Blight on there. 4 Blight, 2 per player, plus the Eric Royce Loves You Blight, because indeed he does. We have our Invader deck, so we're going to get our stage 1 cards. I'll put them down for a second. We have our stage 2 cards, and then our stage 3 cards. We're taking out 1 stage 3 card. Let me do that first. I need all my D6s. Would my D6s please come over here? And get some for defense. All right, rolling a D6, taking out card number 3. We're going to get a stage 2 card. Roll the D6. That's a 6. Not helpful. There's only 5. There we go. That's out. And we're going to actually just have 2 stage 1 cards. And again, I will go through all the Elemental Invocation rules. I rolled this. That's a 3. And I'm going to roll again. This comes out. That's a 4. So I got the middle one. Roll that. This will go on top like so. All right, sharp Fangs behind the leaves. Well, we need to figure out our starting boards, and then I'll get all excited about Fangsy Poo. All right, that goes there. It's an A, and I rolled a 1, not helpful. I already had a 1, and then we have an E. So boards A and E, baby. Arts and Entertainment Channel being represented today. Look at those colors. Those colors are good today, baby. I'll tell you what. All right, we're going to have Dahan, 6 Dahan on each board. We're going to have a disease in land 2. We're going to have a beast in the lowest number of land by that pre-printed setup icon. We're going to have a starting presence in the highest number jungle, which is 8. And then I can put a beast in a land of your choice with, and then I'm sorry, then I can put another presence. Wait, put 1 presence and a beast on your shoulder in the highest number jungle, and I could put another presence in a land of my choice with beast anywhere on the island. I will put that in 1. Indeed, we're going to flip this sucker over. Special rules for Fangs, ally of the beasts. Your presence may move with beast. Whenever a beast moves from one of your lands to another, you may move 1 presence along with it. Call forth predators during each spirit phase. You may replace 1 of your presence with 1 beast. The replaced presence leaves the game. It is not destroyed, so things that return destroyed presence cannot bring it back. It is removed from the game, a la my favorite fiery lizard, Vengeance, who's also has presence removed from the game due to various card effects. All right, we have a pick 2 spirit, which makes me happy. Growth does cost us 1 energy. And then the rest of it, we'll go through the growth options. We'll be doing growth option 3 a whole lot to get some power cards. Starting presence is in land number 4. We'll set up the rest of this board. We're going to have a city in land 2. And then we're going to have 4 towns placed on the board. How many? Yep, 4. It's bananas. We're going to get a town in land 8. The scenario is going to put a town in land 6. We get a town in land 1. And then we put 1 in the highest number of land without a town, which is 7. Shroud's board. Shroud is going to get a beast in the highest number of land without a lowest number of land without a pre-printed setup icon. That is 6. We get a disease in 2. We're going to have our starting Dahan. 1, 2, 2. All right, those are all the Dahan. We have our starting disease there. We are now going to put a city in land 2. Starting Blight I put on the board already, and we have 4 towns on the board. 1 and 7, 1 and 6. Highest number without a town is 8, and 1 and 1. It's cool. What are we have to have the starting presence? Starting presence, 2 starting presence. One's going to be in the highest numbered wetland, so that's an 8, and one's going to be in the highest numbered mountain, which is right in the center of the board. All right, special rules for Shroud of Silent Mist. Once per turn, when you gain a power card without a fire, gain an energy. Mist, shift, and flow. When targeting a land with a power, you may gather one of your presence into the target land or an adjacent land. That's an important or. This can enable you to meet range and targeting requirements. Slow and silent death. Invaders and Dahan in your lands do not heal damage when time passes and during time passes, or otherwise, so at any time. And then during time passes, 1 fear per land of yours with damaged invaders, and gain 1 energy per 3 lands of yours with damaged invaders. So ideally, you want to get 3 lands with damaged invaders as soon as you possibly can, because every time passes, that's 3 fear and 1 energy minimum, which can be super, super helpful and kind of important to building up a Shroud economy. It's a very special sort of economy, only for crazy people or people recovering from migraines. I apparently am in the latter category right now. This is Pick 1 Spirit. We have our 4 unique powers. Great. Everything looks good. Kind of, except terrifyingly bad. I mean, 6 towns left is not a supply of towns that makes me happy. Woo! Let's check this out. I mean, she chose poker, you chose us. Sounds like a healthy relationship. Super healthy. Mike James, I feel mine coming on to prevent them, but if I wait, it's over. It puts me down, right? Saget, your head feeling normal. This is new. For me, the funniest thing was that after it was gone, my mind was super sharp. Like, I could study anything, solve problems super quick, win any game we played. Brain is weird. By the way, there is now a gameplay all-in pledge for the new ATO content. A nice $600. Woof. Wow. It's crazy, dude. I mean, dude, I mean, it's like, I'm not going to tell you I'm not tempted. Like, but I'm like, wow, I'm just like, I don't even have the first, like, expansion, right? Like, I don't even have cycles 4 and 5. And I'm like, ugh, like, it's nuts. I think I have friends that are going to be doing the first season of Sins of Heracles, so I do hope to get some of that gameplay in off camera. But I'm going to be doing cycle 1 on the channel for a long time to come. And then honestly, if it keeps going well, I'll roll right at the cycle 2. I mean, and going well, I mean, just from me enjoying it standpoint and getting enough views to continue to want to do it more from a channel standpoint. Not exactly going well for what's happening in game. But that's a whole other story. Mike James says, that's a steal, Saget. You should buy 2 and send me one. And Saget said, yes, I will indeed do that. So I think that's a binding promise. That's not what Saget said, but that's what he should have said. All right, let's move on. All right, Elemental Invocation. Story time with Greg. The spirits can call forth wellsprings of essence to empower small areas of the island, strengthening and aligning nature with a particular element. This is fortunate, for the invaders are encroaching more strongly than before. Recommendations. The scenario magnifies the effects of experience. Veteran players may find it +0 difficulty. With these 2 spirits, no, it is not +0 difficulty. Yeah, it says 1 on the back with an asterisk. But this spirit, I do think this is a +2 or +3 difficulty for how I'm playing it. But again, I might stumble into a better strategy now that we're doing this live. We'll see. The scenario is notably easier for spirits with innate powers that benefit easily from 1 element boost. That is indeed true for I will call you back later. That is indeed true for Fangs. It is notably harder for spirits who essentially for spirits with a tight energy income, and that is absolutely Shroud. So we're going to struggle on those on that front for sure. Setup changes: get out all the element markers and place them by the island. On each board, add a town to land 6. Add 1 fear card to Terra level 1. Accelerate the invader deck. I have done all of those things. Rule changes: placing elements once per spirit phase. Each spirit may pay energy to place 1 element marker on a corner of one of their lands, at an intersection of 3 or 4 lands, or at a 1+ land and the ocean board edge. Each corner can only hold 1 element marker, and they are permanent. So essentially, if I want to put an element marker there, that's going to cost me 1 energy. If I want to go to the adjacent spot, that's going to cost me 2. If I put 1 there for 1 energy, well, I guess the adjacent spot would be here. If I put 1 there for 1 energy, 1 there for 1 energy, and then later I want to put 1 there, and there's 2 elements markers there, that's going to cost me 3, right? So it's basically pretty straightforward. If that didn't make sense, you'll see how it goes during gameplay. But most of the elements we're putting down, especially for the first half of this game, are just going to be 1 energy each. We're just going to have to space them out. The cost is 1 energy plus 1 energy for each adjacent corner. Again, I already explained that a bit. Spirits may only place element markers which they have on a power card in hand, in play, or in their discard pile. That is usually not a problem. If you're wanting to place those elements, you're probably placing elements that are going to trigger your innates, especially with these 2 spirits. If you run out of a type of element marker, use a substitute. If we run out of a type of element marker, that's bananas. I don't think that's going to happen. Benefits of elements: when using a land targeting power, the power gains all elements on the target land's corners, so elemental thresholds can be reached more easily when targeting certain lands. Each element marker on the board counts as 2 energy towards choice events aided by that element, and element markers do not help spirit targeting powers or special rules that check how many elements you have. The bonus only applies once the power has targeted the land, so it cannot help with thresholds that boost range or make a power fast, etc., etc. So, a little bit of rules overhead. It sounds a lot more, if you've never played this before, I assure you that sounds a lot more complicated than it really is in practice. And now that I've said that, I'm sure I will screw up all the rules of that every which way that I possibly can between now and the end of this playthrough, potentially 2, because I have a feeling that we might have to reset this, but we'll see. All right, we're gonna do the initial explore. Bam! Final step of setup. We are exploring into Sans. So we're putting an explorer in 7. We're putting an explorer in 1. We're putting an explorer in 6, and we're putting only 1 explorer in 4. Remember, we are not at the we're not doing the escalation where we're putting a 2nd explorer, so that's fine. That's a little problematic in 1 because we might be having to add another town super early, and that doesn't make me happy. Whew, what is going on? For you, Sadness is for you as a channel. I'm not sure it's worth it unless you really only play that for the longest time. Maybe consider backing at 1 USD and grab something later if you find continuing to enjoy the game. Witcher Skeleton, woohoo! If I ever get addicted to any other board game than Maze Knight, it will be Spirit Island. All thanks to you, Greg. Thank you, Witcher. I appreciate the kind words. Good luck, all the best. Also to the chat and to the ever helpful Saget. You're the man. Amazing. All right. Let's make this happen. I am gonna do. It's so funny. Like Tony was doing like magical stuff with Fangs, and now I'm like, how? Who's playing this? What is happening? Wolf. All right. Well, let's make this happen, kids. I am going to have to do. I need to add a presence. Oh, it's pick 2. That's right. What am I talking about? So we're gonna add a presence. Animal spirits are fun, and I'm going to want energy because that's also fun. Animal plant, 3 card plays is also interesting, especially if I don't need the elements. If I'm going to be triggering elements from doing the other thing, maybe getting 3 card plays makes sense. There's also the reclaim 1, which makes some sense. So, but I can get an element marker, adding that out, which is pretty bananas. It would be good to prevent a build there. I don't know. So many options, kids. How do I play Fangs? Who is Fangs, and what has he done? All right. I could only add presence to a jungle or a land with beasts, so it's going to be hard to add it in 4. I can't gather into a land with blight, so that's going to be super annoying. How the heck am I going to get presence there? I could push. Oh, I could definitely push. I can push. That would be really good. If I push, I don't explore. I'm gonna want to do that. Ooh, presence one away from. Ooh, that's interesting. I could. That's slow, so that's actually not going to be super helpful. Alrighta then. I would definitely like to trigger ranging hunt. Right, so I'm gonna need. I mean, that would be a animal. If I do that to the animal, I could potentially add a plant there. But I would need to get some beast in place. I think I need to prevent this build. That's just like too much risk for Blight Cascade. What's that doing energy wise? All right, so if I do growth option 2, I add a presence. I'll add from a top track, and I can add a presence into a jungle or to a land with beast. So I can add it to 8. I'm also going to do 3 energy. That's 1, 2. Yeah, it's rough. That. Two damage. And remove a beast, but the target land has to have beasts. Let's take a let 8 go to crap. Or 7 go to, if I let 7 go bad, I'm just pretty worried about how the heck to stop. Sands is just a brutal start for this for sure. Remove a beast there doesn't make me happy. It's also slow. But I just can't gather that. That's slow. I can't presence in there. Woof. This is not good. If I did that, maybe I try this. Put the presence there. Turn one of those into a beast. Add a beast there. Can't do terrifying chase. Alright, I'm going to spend the 1 energy to put a plant element here. Let me do my elemental threshold. We have 1, 2, 3. Well, I have 3 animals naturally. We won't count the elemental markers. We'll have to count them separately. We have 1 plant. We have 2 moon, and we have 1 fire. So I'm like super close to triggering Frenzied Assault, but that does make me lose a beast. I don't think that's the greatest idea. Problem with that, well, I could kill this town. Again, the more towns I kill, the better. So that's fine. Once we're in the presence phase, I will destroy a presence and remove it from the game, and we're gonna make that into a beast, which is a little aggressive, but yeah, desperate times, desperate measures kind of thing. That will target that. It gives me 1 damage per, kill that town. Yeah, I like that for what it is going to do. Again, I don't like that it's got a. It's fine. I think that'll all work. I mean, the best it's gonna do right now. Again, this is you're at some point you're just making, you know, you're just trying to get lucky, man, because this is gonna be a really really hard challenge. Sands, I think, this was not a great start, but you know, it is what it is. Let's make the rest of this happen. So where Shroud's gonna go. So with Shroud, I have to claim a card, which is gonna sound weird, but I just don't see another way to work this with how I've been playing Shroud. So I can add a presence to a mountain or a wetland, and I'm gonna go from the bottom track. I'm not sure where I'm gonna go yet. We'll find out, but I'm gonna claim a card. I want a 0-cost card without a fire, ideally. Ooh, Call to Guard might be just what the doctor ordered. Growth through sacrifice is interesting. I don't know if I could be destroying presence, to be honest with you. Oh, it also has a fire, so that's also not going to work. So we're going to do Call to Guard. Again, that growth of sacrifice, again, is not always the answer to all of life's problems, much contrary to popular opinion, it seems. Since I gained a card that did not have a fire, we're going to get 1 energy. I'm going to play both of my 0-cost energy cards, and we can put an element here. Let me do some element checks. So we can still put a presence on the board, and I could spend an energy to put an element, which I indeed would like to do. So my dice, I need some more d6s apparently. Where are the rest of my d6s? 5th water, I have a 1 water. We have 2 air, and we have 1 moon. That's cool. So that is going to give me the first level of Suffocating Shroud. I definitely think of the second level of Suffocating Shroud at some point. Gather up, or after removed, damage the damage to each added or moved invader. Yeah, I mean, getting as many elements as I can would be helpful. I'm going to put this in land number 2 because it has to be in a water or a wetland. 1 and 6 are going to be hella problematic. I'm sorry, 1 and 6. I said that right. Yeah, of course we're adding it. We're going to add 3 cities right off the bat because that's just amazing. After invaders are added or moved to target land, 1 damage to each. All right, I think I can make that work. So, I'm gonna spend an. Water. Yeah, I'm gonna need another. I'm gonna need water elements as it is. So I'm gonna spend an energy to put a water element here, and I think that will help. Nope. gather 1 Dahan. Fair, 1 depend. Yikes. All right, we're going to do fast powers. So I'm going to do ranging hunt. I'm going to have 1 damage for beast, so I'm going to destroy this town. That gets me a fear. And then I'm going to continue all with ranging hunt. I'm going to push up to 2 beasts. I'm going to push 1 beast here, which gives me a presence in there. I'm going to put another beast over there. So ranging hunt is done. Prey on the hunt. Raging hunt is done. I'm going to prey on the hunters. Since there is a beast there, I can gather up. I can target any land that has presence. If the target land has a beast, the invaders do not build in that invader phase, so we will not be building in land 4. And then we have this, which won't do anything as which is a fast power. So Teeth Gleam from Darkness, which would be good. We're gonna do the Shroud's fast powers. Shroud is going to yeah, 6 is a mess. All this is a mess. Shroud is going to gather 1 Dahan there. And then when invaders are added or moved to the target land, we do 1 damage to each added invader. So we're going to have a presence or a reminder token there, which is good. Flowing and silent forms dart by. We're going to do 2 fear. We're going to target a land that has, actually, when I did call it the guard, I can shift the presence over. I'm going to shift that presence there. And then flowing and silent forms dart by. I do 2 fear off the top, and then when presence is in target land would be destroyed, I could push it to another place, but I'm basically obviously doing it for the elements, and I'm doing it for the 2 fear, and I will just push this sucker into there, because again, I could just I can target that land and then move a presence in with the mist, shift, and flow, and that can satisfy the targeting restriction. So that's going to work for mist, shift, and flow, and it's going to let me get the targeting for flowing and charming and flowing and silent. I'm having a trouble speaking right now. Flowing and silent forms dart by. We're going to do lost in the swirling haze. I will be able to get the elements for that with that water over there. All right, we're going to go to the adversary phase. We're taking off the top invader card. We're not going to carry that out because of Jagged Earth rules. Again, events on turn 1 are just a little bit too swingy, so that comes out. So we're actually discarding Urban Development is out, and then we're going to carry out the invader steps. Did I miss any fear? No, I did not. All right, so we're going to go to the build phase. The invaders are going to build in Sands. We're going to get a city there. We're not building there because of prey on the builders. We're building a city over here, and we're building a city here. However, when we build a city here, remember it takes a damage thanks to call to guard, because I did the second thing and did not get to defend 1 per Dahan. Instead, I got the after invaders are added or moved to target land, 1 damage to each added or moved invader. So that just has 2 damage ton to it. And now we're going to explore. We're exploring into mountains. So when we explore into mountains, we're going to get an explorer into land 2. We get 2 explorers into land 5. We get 1 explorer into... So that's good that I built this town over here, but now it's going to be get 2 explorers into here and 1 explorer into here. Invader cards advance. That is fine. We have Suffocating Shroud. I can do 1 damage in a land. That's fine. I'm going to do 1 damage in this land, and there's reasons for that, trying to prevent some blight on the coast. And I can push 1 to Han, but I don't want to push to the Han, so I'm not going to even use that element. But I do want to get that element out there, because again, water elements could really help with suffocating Shroud, so that's totally fine. And so we won't worry about that right now. So we're just going to uh, not even do Lost in the Swirling Haze. From Teeth Gleam from Darkness, I can get a fear and add a beast. Oh, when I built a city there, I would have to put a town on the board too. Before I forget, thanks to level 4, I have to go into an adjacent land. Add a town to an adjacent land with the fewest towns. I would have put this here, and then when it explored, only 1 explorer would have been added instead of 2. Because again, this already had a town that already did not have a town, but they both had 0 towns. So I could have easily added this for the build phase. And when it explored, which is obviously the right play, only 1. No, maybe I should have done this. Yeah, I wouldn't have known. So I would have just put the town there. That would have made some sense. And of course, so it said the town was placed there as a part of escalation 4, and then when it would explore into mountains. Since that was empty, it adds a second explorer, not explorer, instead of just 1. So Teeth Gleam from Darkness, I can get a fear and add a beast. We love beast. Let's get some beasts out there, kids. I will put a beast there. Think that is going to make some sense. We are hopefully going to get some defend capabilities, because otherwise we're in deep trouble. All right, these 2 energy things are out. This comes down here. We're going to have time passes. This goes here, time passes, and we'll move on from there. All right, looking at the chat, I am just a voice devoid of body inhabiting the dark corners of the internet. Also, don't get addicted to Spirit Island. It's not worth it. Spirit Island, what's up, sir? Hiya, what level science is this? This is level 6. Saget, level 6, according to the description. Saget, anyway, I will bail. Good luck as always to see you around. Have a great weekend, sir. I think we should add extra level 6 explorers. So I'm going to explore then. And triangle trade. No, we did triangle trade. There is level 6 that we do have to add an extra explorer on both lands. We're going to put 1 explorer there, and we're going to put an explorer into land 8. I think makes some sense. It has to be in a land without any. All right. Very cool. We're going to have time passes. When time passes, now I could have had. I wanted both of those to. I'm just worried about blight, so I could have gotten a second fear. Ah, man. I'm wondering if I should have. No, I have 5 closes in. I was wondering if I should have had 2 lands that had an injured thing, so I can get a second fear. But I'm just gonna get 1 fear when time passes. So that's gonna give me 4 fear, and then we're going to. We don't get an energy because we do not have 3 lands that have any. We don't have any. We don't have 3 lands that have injured invaders, and we are going to. Sorry, guys, my head is really fuzzy. This might have been a bad idea, but we're gonna do the best we can. All right, so that's it. So we just got the 1 fear because we have 1 land that has injured invaders, and they do not heal because we have presence there. So I'm gonna reset the things, and we will go from there. All right. I'm interested in trying to get a really strong defend land in land 7. I had a second presence there. The town's there. Yeah, I think I let 7 blight. Maybe get some kind of lucky with the Han. The problem is those 2 Dahan are not gonna be in great shape. I also have no energy, but I have the 1 energy here. Oh, did I gain? I did not get the energy from the presence track, so I should have had 1 more presence, so that's fine. So I'm gonna add a man. Really want to get the 3 card plays. 2 card plays, 3 card plays. We have a beast out there. It's going to be. Well, I get a plant. I want to get the. I do want to get the 3 card plays for sure. And yeesh. All right, let me do growth option C. So I'm going to get new elements. So we have Cult of Ferocity, gather up to 3 Dahan, or if target land has Dahan, 1 fear, push 1 explorer or town, weep from what is lost, flow downriver, blow downwind, and sudden. Oh, this is not great. Spur on with words of fire. I will get weep for what is lost because it gives me some of the elements I would like. Might get a moon. This can come off. This can come off. I can get growth. Nah, man. I can't get frenzied assault, which is bad. So I'm gonna get this. One fear per type of invader, and that target land requires blight. All right, I'll take these 2 cards, or do I just want to get all the energy? I get 1 energy for the. So I had 1 energy left on the presence track from last round. I'm going to get another presence from the presence track for this round, and I get +1 for the growth option. I'm going to do growth option 2 to add a presence. I'm going to add. This presence. Nah, man. I think I have to get to that 3rd card play. Yeah, I think that's the better play for me. So I'm going to add a presence into a place that has beast or a jungle. I'm going to add it here. That's going to cost me 1 energy for that. I think I'm going to turn that into another beast. Because, who needs more than 2 presence out there? And I could spend 1 to add an element. I will do that. I will add a jungle element here, which is good. So I can put another element right there and not worry about the adjacency issues that we would be having. So elements, again, not counting the elements that are on there. Again, I could do, yeah, I remember I was able to do some damage here last time. Man, I'm worried I'm going to be triggering France. Some serious issues quick, but it is what it is. So we're going to have no moon, no fire. We have 1 plant, and we have 3 animals. And again, if I target a land that has one of these plants on an adjacency corner, then I could get myself all of Raging Hunt. So we're going to have to do that. Shroud. Shroud is going to gain presence again. You know what? I think doing that element was just an absolute miss because I wasn't doing that anyway. So I'm going to undo that element that I put out there last round because the energy is just too important. And that's the thing I realized with Shroud when I was playing this off camera, that you really can't afford to keep trying to put elements out early with Shroud until you get your economy going a bit more. So I'm going to, again, pretend I never did that because that was just a mistake. What I do want to do is add a presence and get another element. So when I add a presence, I'm going to get an element check for that. I'm putting this presence out. We're not sure where it's going to go yet. I'm going to get elements. I'm going to get cards. I do want to get a card that does not have a fire. So Gift of Nature's Connection, I can get 2 energy or 2 elements. That has a fire, so that's like a non-starter. And in Isolate Target Land, each invader does -1 damage. That's super interesting. It does not really hit my elements very strong. Actually, none of these really hit my elements very strong at all. That does have a water, so I don't hate it, but woof. Woof for sure. All right. I will take this out of there. Since I gained a card that did not have a fire, I will get energy for that. So we have 3 energy now. Remember, last round I got 1 energy. I played 2 cards. I cost 0. I got the 1 energy for gaining a card that did not have a fire. This time I gained an energy for a card that did not have a fire. We'll see if this will work. I'm going to put these 2 cards in play. Again, I'm not putting an element out. I do not think it's going to be a smart expenditure. Right, because I wouldn't be able to put out the water. If I want to get level 2 of this, I would need the water and an air. I'm gonna get 2 waters that way. Yeah, I'm just not gonna put the element out right now. I just don't think it makes any sense. We're gonna have 2 moon, we're gonna have 2 air, and we're gonna have 1 water, which does give me the first level of Suffocating Shroud. Alright, I'm gonna get 1 fear for Unnerving Paul. That's going to up to 3 damage. Invaders are not going to participate in Ravage. So these two are not going to participate in Ravage, which is super helpful. And that's a slow power. And Fog Closes In is also a slow power. We'll do Ranging Hunt. I'm going to gather up to 1 beast. We'll go here. Oh, wait, I need a beast there. Oh, I can target 1 land, but I have to have this for the targeting land. Great. So I'm actually going to put that there instead of where I originally put it. I don't love that. I'll put it there. That's fine. Oh, I don't have presence there. Yikes. So it has to go here. So again, if I put an element there or there, it would cost 2 instead of 1. But if I want to target there, I need to get the plant there. So I'm going to target there. I can gather 1 beast. Again, I'm gathering 1 away from my have presence. I'm going to do 1 damage per beast. I have 2 beasts there. Do I want to? I'll leave a presence on that side of the island for sure. It's going to be rough, dude. Yeah, I mean, those Dahan are basically getting hung out to dry, which is pretty bad. But I'm doing 3 damage because I have 3 beasts there. That's going to get 1 fear for destroying the town. And then I can push up to 2 Dahan. I'll push. I'll push 2 Dahan. I'll push. Man, we're gonna have a stage 2 card coming out. Whoops. I will bring a presence into here with the beast, and then I'll push 1 beast here and 1 beast back here. There's some power in getting numbers into 1 location. So Ranging Hunt is now done. We're going to go to the adversary step. Again, Well, hopefully we get lucky with some of this. The hardworking settlers, the latest round of settlers, are regrettably diligent, focused, and curious. You may act curious cautiously in the background, push up to 2 Dahan, add a town to a land without towns, and then immediately ravage in a land with the most invaders that matches a ravage card. Woof. Or, at the cost of piquing their interest, ravage cards skip 1 land per board, 1 fear per player, remove the bottom of stage 3 and page 2. I think I have to do the second one. It's tempting to do the first one, but I think I have to do the second one. So we're doing create unnerving distractions. Ravage cards skip up to 1 matching land on each board. You players choose which. We're going to do 1 fear per player, which is 2 fear. So that gives me a remainder of 1, and a feared card comes off. And then we're going to remove the bottommost stage 2 and stage 3 card from the invader deck. Now we've already accelerated the invader deck because of Elemental Invocation, so we are indeed going to have a rather truncated game. We'll see if we can get some things moving our way. Beast prey on the injured. This turn, beasts can also count as badlands. On each board, destroy a damaged invader in a land with a beast. That is not going to do anything useful. So that is the special, it's a Shroud special, which I've just never been able to trigger, which is super annoying. All right, we're going to get a fear card. Remember, this turn, beasts can count as badlands, which can be super, super useful. Beset by many troubles, and each land with badlands, beast, disease, wilds, or strife, we can defend 3. Indeed, that is not going to do much. So remember, beasts can count. I mean, this is defend 3, this is defend 3, and that doesn't do much. All right, so we're going to do our ravage steps. We're going to skip that. We're defended 3 here, that's fine. There's nothing to retaliate. Here we are going to take this off, and it's the rest of the turn where, yeah, this turn beasts count as badlands. So we're just going to skip here. These 2 guys are not participating thanks to Unwavering Paul. We're going to injure this Dahan. The Dahan's going to retaliate and kill this explorer. We're building. We're taking the disease off land 2. We're going to put 2 towns into land 5, and this explorer comes off. Nothing to explore in 6. We're putting 2 towns here. This comes off, so that's not great. And then we're going to explore. We're exploring into jungles. We're putting 2 explorers in 3, 1 explorer to 8. We have to put a town in 3 or a blight in number 8. That's not a thing, so we're putting a things there. We're putting 2 explorers in 3, 1 explorer in 7. We'll add a town there, and then I have to add an explorer to a land without any. I'll put an explorer into 6 here, and I'll put an explorer in 4 here. Invader cards advance. Yeah, we did not build a city on a coastal land because again we had the disease there. So that is fine. Checking the chat. Clever swine, I always swing by to leave a thumbs up, but I don't always comment. Good luck out. Fields of Arle. Gonna break out Fields of Arl. I think it's Arl. For some solo weekend gaming. Awesome. Thank you for stopping by, sir. Alrighty then. Well. Oh, shoot. Too near the jungle. That sucks. So I can't kill an explorer. Yeah, I really can't kill an explorer, so that's rough. Because I don't have a land with uh, presence that's in a jungle, so that's unfortunate. But I can do terrifying chase. I can target a land that has my presence. I can push 2 explorers, towns, or Dahan per beast. So I'm going to push these 2 towns into land. Woof. I'm going to push them into land 2 because I can. And then we're going to do 2 fears since I pushed any invaders. So 2 more fears. So we have 3 there. I am. I'm going to do suffocating shroud. I'm going to move the presence there and damage that town. So suffocating shroud is done. And then I'm going to push this thing here. Maybe I can move a presence to target. Yeah, to target for targeting purpose, so that will work. And then for each adjacent land with my presence, there are 2 of them. I can damage. I could do 1 damage to a different invader, and then push to those things to push to Dahan, but there are no Dahan in land 5. All right, time passes. I get 3 fear because I have 3 lands that have injured invaders in my presence. And additionally, I'm going to get 1 energy because I have 3 such lands. So that's going to help with my economy. Problem is we only have 1 land, 1 town left on that. So we're going to have to do some murder as soon as possible to survive the next build. All right, yeah, this is insane. This goes here. This can come off. Again, these do not heal. This Dahan doesn't even heal. Remember, I took the 1 damage because there was a um, there was a um, there was an explorer there who did the 1 damage to the Dahan. Yikes. All right, this is out. This is done. Hmm. Do I want to reclaim? I'm tempted to get some majors, to be honest with you, man. I really don't love this card. I don't see why I would play it. I only took it because it had the fire. Or it had the animal. If I'm gaining 3 cards, yeah, it probably makes sense. Probably makes sense to reclaim. So I'm going to get all those cards back. I'm going to spend 1 energy to reclaim. I'm going to gain a power card. And that's one of my growth options. And that's a 0 cost. I'm going to get 1 energy from the presence track. I'm only going to have 2 cards. I'm only having 2 card plays. That means I'll have 3 card plays next turn. Do you think I want to add a presence? So I'm gaining a power card. Am I going to gain a major? No, I don't think I can. So we're getting minors. That's a fire. That lets me add a beast, which is helpful. Has a fire and an animal. Sucking ooze. Blood draws predators. Ooh. Yeah, blood draws predators is most excellent. So I gained that. And I'm going to add a presence to a jungle or a land with beast. I will add this presence indeed here. And that will work. Maybe I'm not adding an element this turn. I can play those two cards this round. Yeah, I think that's really strong. This goes here, so I'm just not going to be able to add an element this round, but this round should be fairly strong. So I added a presence again into that jungle. So I had growth options 1 and 2, and I got the 1 energy from there, which I used to reclaim. Oh wait. Did I mess that up? So far, I got 1 energy. I got 4 energy the first round. Did I forget to get another energy here? I got 4 energy the first round, and I spent 3. So that gave me a remainder of 1. This was my first rounder, and I put an energy out. The second round, I got 3 energy. No, the second round, I got 2 energy, which left me with 3. I played these 2 cards. And I should have 1 energy left. So I should also get another presence from the presence track for reclaiming. Yeah, because you have to do the growth odds before I get from the presence track. So I'm pretty sure that's right. I got 4. I had 1 plus 3, so I got 4. And then I got 1 plus 1. So that's 6. I spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's 1. So that's cool. So I can put an element out. That's enticing. And one of the things I could do is actually do this. And then spend this 1 energy to get another thing here. So go ahead, in total, I got 4 energy the first round, 2 more energy, so 6 energy, 7 energy. And then I spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did something wrong. I think I did something wrong. 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then how the heck did I reclaim? Yeah, I think I screwed this up. Four and I spent 3, so remainder 1. Plus 2 gives me 3, and I spent 2, remainder 1. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know how I'm getting this wrong, but I shouldn't have enough energy to do all of this. If I had 4 energy in the first round and I spent 3, that left me a remainder of 1. I got 2 more energy and I spent 2. That's a remainder 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 energy, remainder 1, plus 2 energy is 3 energy. I spent 2, remainder 1. And then I got 1 energy. I should have enough to do this. I'm not sure why it's not adding up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I got 8. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Someone's smarter than me. He's played with hands and to your real brain burner. Bryce said I've been dying to try this game. Thanks for the playthroughs. I dig watching them to make sure I'm playing correctly. Yeah, man, I'm sorry. Someone's gonna tell me where I'm missing energy, because I'm super confused right now. One, two, three. This is the third round. 4, 5, and 6. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's just not there. I got 4. I spent 3. Remainder 1. I got 2 more. I spent 2. So I still should have had 1. I spend the 1 to reclaim my cards. I get 1 more. I should have. Oh, I put that there. Yeah, I can't afford this. I definitely don't have that element. I'm sorry. I do have the energy for this. I just don't, because I got the 1 there, which allows me to play draws, webs, predators, but there's just no way I'd have the energy for that. That's fine. So we're just not going to play this, because it just doesn't. Oh, it'd be so nice though. Yeah, it's fine. I just, sorry, just the math. I was like, the math isn't right. What am I doing wrong? We got there. All right. So, well, that's a problem. No, we're good. So I have 2. Great. That's good. So I have 1, 2. Sorry, my brain is, again, this was pretty ambitious. I'm mildly regretting trying to do this today. So we have 3 animal things. We have 2 plants, which is perfect. So it does give me, even without using any of the elements on our board, I do have enough to do all 3 elements of that. I don't have any moon, so I can't do anything from Frenzied Assault, which is fine. We're going to go to Shroud's turn. Shroud has 2 energy. Definitely want some moon, because moon are good. Could do this. I mean, if we're looking at building, I mean, city, town, that's a problem. I can deal with that. That's just a city. We have to get some more towns back in the display. We're ravaging. Woof. Definitely starting to get some blight. Yeah, we're gonna have to get this out of there. So I think I just do growth option B. I'm going to get 1 energy from the presence track. I'm going to put 2 presence on the board. They both have to be range 0. So I'm going to put a presence here and another presence here. We're going to have, remember, Slave Rebellion is going to be next. I can do these 2 things. These 2 cards. We're going to spend the 2 for dissolving vapors. I have 1 moon from my track. We're going to have 2 waters, and we have 1 air. I'm definitely going to want to get a second air because it's super important for all this to come together. So I'm going to spend this 1 energy to put out an air token, which is going to not only give me, I'll not only have Lost in a Swirling Haze, I'm also going to finally be able to, I'm going to be able to trigger Suffocating Shroud as well. I also have the ability to move a presence. So, and I definitely dig that. I'm going to put this air. Put this air here. And we're going to need to get lucky with the event cards for sure. Woof. All right. I'm going to do Mesmerize Tranquility. We're going to move this into here. Then go to adjacent land. Each invader is doing -1 damage, so we're going to put that there. The rest of his stuff is slow, which is fine. And now we're going to do Sharp Fangs. Yeah, we're very much going to probably lose the auto lose. That's often how I lose against France, is just running out of towns, to be honest with you. So we're going to do Ranging Hunt. I'm going to gather a beast. Yeah, this will work. I'm going to gather a beast. I'm going to do 1 damage per beast. I only have 1 beast there, so that's going to kill that explorer. And then, oh, by the way, so I've done this first. So Blood Draws Predators after the next time invaders are destroyed at target land. So I'm going to set that trap up, obviously, here. And that's 1 away from my half presence, so I could do that. And then, since I destroyed something there, I can add. That's a problem. This is. I'm going to actually have to turn this into a. I put this there. I'm going to turn that into a beast. So I have to do all of this. I'm going to set this trap up because it's 1 away from my half presence. Now I'm doing Ranging Hunt. I can target a land without target a land without blight, so I can target land 3. I did 2 damage. I can destroy both explorers there. After now, this Blood Draws Predators triggers. After I destroy something there, I can add another beast, and then I can do 1 damage per beast, up to 3 damage, so I can kill this town as well. That's going to come back over here, and that's a fear. Now I could push 2 beast. I will push this beast here with a presence, because getting a presence where I can, in the middle there, where I have Badlands is, where there's a blight is important, and then I'll also push a beast into land 2, because land 2 is problematic, and again, that's a nice spread of beasts. The bigger problem for me is, again, I think we're going to lose just because of that additional loss condition with France. We're going to need to get some help with the event. Let's see what happens. All right, that's a fear card, Greg. So let's pull an event, see what happens. War touches the island shores. Woof. Well, yeah, we're going to have to allow the attacks. I definitely can't be adding fear cards, and we're okay with blight so far. So for each board, so war touches the island shores. Invaders from different faraway land, from a different faraway land, assaults the ones here. Torching farms and bombarding cities. You may allow the attacks for each board. Discard the top major power. So I'm going to do this in board order, so 1 A and then E. So I take the top major power card for A, 3 damage. That's rough. Deal its damage to invaders and the land. In the coastal land with the most cities or towns that is there. So I'm gonna put a blight there. Now it doesn't hurt the invaders. It doesn't hurt the Dahan, but it does do 3 damage to the invaders. I'm going to leave the city and we're gonna kill this town. That goes there. Kill an explorer. That's a fear card, and that comes down with no remainder. And now we're gonna pull a card for E. Obviously, it's going to be the most cities or towns, so I could do this on. Well, I have a bunch of choices. I'm going to do it on land. Well, I have 2 choices, so we have 2 there and 2 there. So I don't want to do this on E. It's not great to lose a presence on 1, but I should definitely pick the land. Deal this damage to invaders in the land. Land with the most cities and towns. Blight Cascade is a problem. I mean, I just want to give me something that's 5 or better in land 2, please. Oh, just 4. So not 5 or more, just 4. I'm going to destroy this town and this explorer. Do 1 damage to the city. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, it's a little bit unlucky, but I had to get more towns out there. So that's going to get a blight here. That's going to blight Cascade somewhere, which isn't great. Again, unless I get lucky with the fear card. That's 1 fear because I destroyed the town. Yeah, 5 or more. I mean, the fact there's a bunch of major cards that would have been 5, 6, 7. That would have been a dream card for me. So pulling what I pulled is not great. Beast prey on the injured this turn. Beast also count as. Nope, sorry, we're doing this wrong. Oh, you know what? I can look at the rest of this card. I would not have killed the town yet. I would have killed the city. And I would not have killed the explorer. I would have done 1 damage to the town. So that's 1 more fear because I killed the city and the town. That will work very well. All right, so we allowed the attacks, and now we go to beast find new homes. On each board, push a beast to an adjacent land without blight. 1 fear if invaders are present. I will push a beast to a land without blight. 1 fear if invaders are present. Sure, let's get. I'll go there. There's invaders are present. We get a fear. On each board, push a beast to an adjacent land without blight. I will push this beast here. That's going to be a fear. And now we go to reclaim territory. Each player may push 1 Dahan to an adjacent land, do 1 damage there. I'm going to push this Dahan here. We do 1 damage. We kill this town. Hold on a sec. Sorry, I was not able to get that done quick enough. I'll push this one actually so that survives and kills that explorer. So we did 1 more damage there. This town goes here, and then we get that fear anyway. And then over here, I will push each man push 1 Dahan to an adjacent land, 1 damage there. I'll push. Yeah, it does not have to be on different boards. Yeah, let's really limit how many things are building towns here. So we're just going to go there and kill one of those explorers. That was a really fortunate event card for us. Again, could have gotten a little bit luckier with, getting a little more damage from the major powers, but, that was fine. this would have been an amazing major power for Shroud. So unfortunately, we will not be getting that this game. We're going to get our one fear card now that we're done with the event card coming off. And I'm actually going to, no, I'll leave that. So we have 4 towns there. Unrest, each player adds a strife to a town. Adding strife now with the Slave Rebellion card coming up next is really important, so I dig that. We'll put 1 here, and we'll put a strife here on this town. That will allow us to do some cool things. Yeah, not enough strife in a good place to do things over here. So again, helpful, a very helpful event, a very helpful fear card. We're ravaging. Ravaging 1, retaliate kills this. Ravaging 1, ravaging 1, retaliate kills this. And oh shoot. I take this back. I'm gonna put this explorer back here. I'm actually gonna push this Dahan here and do 1 damage and kill a town, and that's a fear. Nope, I lied. I'm gonna do a damage. Yeah, I'm gonna kill this town. It's 1 damage, and that's a fear. So I don't think I should have. I think I did that right with the fear. Yeah, sorry. I needed to kill one of those things. So, um, I I just retconned this reclaim territory. Each player may push a Dahan. So I pushed 2 Dahan. Essentially, I pushed 1 Dahan here, um, which allowed me to not take any blight from the Ravage, and I pushed 1 down to here, which is going to do the same because this land should be isolated as well. All right. So Mesmerize Tranquility, it's ravaging. Oh, why is that? That's not good. I should have had this guy go here. The injured one should have gone there. So he would, and this healthy one's going to go here. Or the healthy one here, I can do this. This is better. I'll move this guy here so he's still healthy. Now, Mesmerize Tranquility. So this guy attacks, retaliates dead. This guy, when he attacks, he's ravaging only 1 because this, instead of ravaging 1, ravages 0 because Mesmerize Tranquility. Instead of ravaging 2, it ravages 1. That does 1 damage total. They retaliate. This dude was already half injured, so the 2 retaliate from that Dahan is enough to kill another town and an explorer, and that's 1 fear. So getting a lot of nickel and dime fear here, which is helpful. So we've ravaged, 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 and ravaged. The ravaged step is done. Again, sorry, just a lot of mathy stuff. And again, my brain is like not exactly working great right now. We are now building. That's crap. Well, it is what it is. We're building a city there. This explorer goes away. We add a town. Then we've added a town and adjacent land with the fewest towns. The adjacent land with the fewest towns is going to be, I'll put this in land 5. That's fine. We're building here. We get a city over here. It's not a coastal land, so we don't have to add a town. We're gonna, nothing to build here. We're building a city over here. No more towns, so that was helpful. We do an explore step. We're exploring into sands. We're gonna get 1 explorer, 1 explorer, 2 explorers. That's rough. And 1 explorer. We're going to add a town to land 4 over here, and I have to add a blight onto Shroud's board. I'm going to add a blight into land 6. Invader cards. Oh, and now I have to add an explorer to a land without any. The only land without. Oh, I could add this to 5, and I will add it to. Oh, I gotta get. Woof. And I will add it over here to land number 1. All right, invader cards advance. Checking out the chat. Clever Spine's the sort of game. He's playing two-handed. It's gonna be a real main burner. Spirit Island elements also cost, right? Yes, they do. I don't know why. I was just getting confused. I knew I spent 7. I don't know why. Yeah, element costs 1 each, and then +1 for if there's like anything that's adjacent. So I spent for Fangs. The math got confusing. It shouldn't have been. Again, my brain's not working great. I spent 4 for 4 different cards. I spent 1, and then I spent 1 each for 2 elements. So I did spend 7. I got 7, and that's where all the money went for sure. Clever Swine, on no help. My third adult beverage, peach nectar plus vodka. Nice. All right. Well, whew, let's see how we want to work this. I am going to have to reclaim. Which is fine. So I'm going to do 1 damage here. And I can move a presence adjacent. Yeah, I'll put a presence here. I'm going to do one damage. So I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move this presence here. I'm gonna do one fear off the top. I'm pretty sure I did the fear right. So that's 1 fear, then 1 damage to each invader. So these 2 explorers are dead. This city and that are both damaged. This should have 2 health left. This should have. Yeah, the city just got built, so that should have 2 health left. So again, if it's 2 health left, it should be on the side like that. So I just had that messed up. And then 1 damage to each Dahan. I have no Dahans there. And I can push a Dahan. I definitely would like to do that. I will actually move this presence here and push this Dahan here. When time passes, this Dahan's going to heal. This isolate token come off. Remember, I have a strife there, and I know Slave Rebellion is coming up, so that's important. I'm going to get... Oh, we still have 2 near the jungle. I still do not have a presence on... That's hilarious. I don't have a presence on the jungle. Remember, I had to keep turning that into a beast. So that's the thing. I could have moved. I could have left that presence here. I would have left that presence there instead of going in there, so I could do this. That's 1 fear, and I could destroy a explorer 1 away from my presence. The land can have blight, so I'll destroy this explorer. Again, I'm trying to limit how many towns are built. So this is out. This is out. So again, remember when I used ranging hunt, I had a presence there and I pushed it back out because it's really hard to get presence there, but I realized now I need to actually have a presence there for targeting purposes with 2 near the jungle. This is out and I already did this, so this is fine. And now when time passes, I have 1, 2, 3 lands that have injured invaders. Nothing's going to heal on this board, so that's 3 fear and 1 for the explorer. Oh, and I am cheating there. I cannot do 1 damage here. I'm gonna have to do... I have to be adjacent to this to get that second air. So I put that in a wrong spot. I'll just injure this with suffocating shroud, which means I'm a little vulnerable here in a way I don't love. but there's not much I can do about it because again I need to be adjacent to the air, and it is what it is. And I did lost in the swirling haze already, which is fine. So one more fear because now I have 4 lands that have cities or towns that are wounded instead of having 3, but I'm way more vulnerable now in land 7. Super interesting. All right. Well, we'll see how this goes. I think we can actually pull this off. Woo! I am going to we're doing to growth. We're going to add a presence and get 3 energy. So there's the 3 energy. We're going to have 3 card plays. And I'm going to put this presence into a land with beasts, which is going to allow me to put it into land 4, just like I wanted anyway. And that is super cool. I can't do ranging hunt there, which is super annoying. But I can do prey in the builders there, which is equally important. I'm going to get 1 energy from the presence track. I'm doing prey in the builders. I have to go back to turn 1. I'm pretty sure I mean, there's a way I could have had a presence in land 8 for Teeth Gleam into the Darkness. If I moved that, that was just my mistake. There's really nothing I can do about that now. And I just would have had to somehow leave a presence in 8. Because I'm pretty sure I just added another beast into 6 or something and generated the fear. So someone could tell me if I screwed that up. But I need I definitely do this. And that's some fear. I don't mind getting more fear. 1, 2, 3. All right, we'll start triggering Frenzied Assault as well. So 1, 2, element check. We're going to have 1, 2, fire. 1, 2, moon. Nah, I can't even. I just can't do that there. I could add a blight. It is what it is. I gotta make sure I don't blight cascade. It's fine. So this is round 4. Wolf. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2 moon, 1, 2 fire, 1, 2 plant, 1 there, 1 on the track, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 beast. And then I can spend an energy to add a beast. Where do I think I'm going to remove a beast? I can add a beast in land. I'll add a beast there. That should work. All right. So those, yeah, I like that, I think. Um, Problem is I just can't get... I want to stop the building in 4. The unfortunate thing... is I've had to turn so much presence into beast that I'm not going to really have a great ranging hunt. Could do a ranging hunt in 2. Yeah, I really want to put a presence in 4. I mean, I left that to kill an explorer, which is to... I could do 1 less fear and have a presence there. You know what? Let me push that in last round. So I'm going to undo that. I get 1 less fear, and I put 1 explorer back in 4 because I knew I had prey on the builders, so I could basically prevent it from building there anyway. I think there's just a much better play because then I could put this presence over here, and that just makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense for me. For sure. So 1 more explorer there, 1 less fear, which I already took back. It just sets me up better for what I want to do for this round. So element check. We have at least frenzied assault. If I target there, we also have we have at least a first level of frenzied assault. If I target there, I'm going to have the second, and we have all the levels of ranging hunt. All right, Shroud of Silent Mist is going to have to reclaim cards. I have... Right, I haven't reclaimed yet. And I got the 1 energy for in between. I got another energy here. I mean, I spent 4... We count energy, right? I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've spent 4. My 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. I spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and I had 1 left, so that's absolutely right. So I spent 4, I spent 5, I had 1 left. We're coming in. I'm getting this presence, this energy there for the presence track. So that's essentially going to be the 7th presence, the 7th energy I got over the course of the game. I'm going to gain a power card. Man, I mean, I'm tempted to go majors, but I'm almost wondering if these minors make more sense. I mean, this suffocating shroud, you get to this 2nd and 3rd and 4th level suffocating shroud, it's super, super strong. So minor powers, that's a nice card. Gift of power, voracious growth is super interesting. I cannot take that because it has fire, and that's Veil the Night's Hunt is super awesome for me. So we're gonna grab that. I got a card that did not have a fire element, so we get 3 presents there, and then I can do growth option 2 next turn, which I think would be super strong. We're ravaging where? That's sick. Yeah, this slave rebellion is going to be pretty useful. Ravage. I don't think I'm probably getting a blight here. I don't know if I'm defending. It's a lot to think about with this one, man. All right, we're not doing unnerving Paul, Paul, whatever. 3 energy, so we could do fog. I only have 2. Oh, I could do that. That's probably the best idea. Moon. All right, I have a moon from here. I could move a presence. Right, so I have another. Man. My head hurts, and I don't know what I want to do. I could do a moon there. Dissolving. I could do this and this. And that's really strong. All right, those are my 2 things. That costs 2. I could move a presence. I don't need to or want to, so that's fine. Element check, we have 1, 2 moon, including 1 on my card play track. We have 1, 2 air, and we have 1, 2 water. I can get a 3rd air if I target there. I do want to get an element out there because, you know what? I don't think the element's going to help. I'm not going to get an element out there. We're just going to let this sucker ride. We're going to do flowing and silent forms dart by. I get 2 fear. And if presence target will be destroyed, I can move it instead. So I'm going to have that set up in land 7. So again, no need to move a presence then. During the spirit phase, I do have the 1st level of suffocating shroud, and ooh, build, push up to 2 explorers. You know what? I will spend the 1. Yeah, I'll spend the 1 to put a water here. I think that'll work, because then I'll have a chance to do Lost in the Swirling Haze, which I think could be also be important. And getting a bunch of water out there could be really helpful too. So I just think that makes the most sense. Let's get some elements out. All right, so we do have the first level of Lost in the Swirling Haze. We could potentially get the second depending on where we target. And that's fine. It's just, man, Shroud is like, I feel like Shroud could be a little stronger. There's like so many things with Shroud that there's everything is just like, it's hard to get a lot of card plays with them. It's hard to really get to the higher level of their innates. Like, they're trying to keep things alive to really work, but that kind of doesn't make sense at times. So it's a thing. Bryce, man, it looks like the invaders build a fest. Yeah, no, they're not messing around for sure. And I think we'll be okay. Prey on the builders. I'm going to, invaders are not going to build in land 4. That's super important. I'm going to do ranging hunt. I'm going to target land 8. I'm going to do 1 damage per beast. Ugh, woof. I will kill the... I think I have to leave a beast there. I mean, I just need beast to do damage, man. I'm going to kill the city to get 2 fear. And another fear card. So getting close to level 2. I'm going to push up to 2 beast. And when I push the beast, I can push my presence there as well. Everything else is slow. Yeah. Okay. Act surprised. It is Slave Rebellion. On each board, add a strife to a Badlands. Oof. Yeah, I think I added here. I cannot be worried about going Blighted Island. So I'm going to add a strife here. And on this board, I'm going to add a strife. I'm sorry, not a to a Badlands. Add a strife to a wilds. Man, I'm sorry, guys. My brain is not working. Add a strife to a town is the word I'm trying to get. My brain is just not working. Okay. Yeah, I think that will work. And then we go to the bottom half. The uprising invaders with strife take 1 damage per Dahan. Add a Dahan per city or town this destroys. So both of these towns are destroyed. These strife come off. This town is destroyed. This strife comes off. And this town is destroyed. This town comes off. So we destroyed 4. And we add a Dahan per city or town destroyed. So we get 2 Dahan here. We get 1 Dahan here. And we get 1 Dahan here. We get 4 fear because we destroyed 4 towns. So that's helpful. We have 7 towns over here, which is nice. And then we're going to draw another event and put this under the top 3 as if we're doing setup again. So again, we'll see that again in round 8. All right, terror level 2 on each board on the land with exactly 1 Dahan that has or is adjacent to a city. Replace that Dahan with a town. Cultural assimilation. That's really awful. Woof. On each board, exactly 1 Dahan. that has or is adjacent to a city. Replace that Dahan with a town. Yikes. So this Dahan goes away, and we get a town now in 2. And I only have one choice here. This Dahan goes away. It was an injured Dahan, but now it is a town. Guess I could do it here, but I think it makes more sense to do it here. One's a problem anyway, but I like the fact that I have elements that are next to that, so it is what it is. All right. Beast attack. Each beast deals 2 damage. So we'll do land 1 first. It kills this explorer. Land 2. I have to remove each beast that destroys a city or a town, and I don't love that. That's fine. I'll destroy this town here. That's a fear. This beast is destroyed. Land 3, I'm removing this explorer. Land 4, I'm removing 2 explorers. Land 8, I'm destroying this town. Fear I lose this beast. And land 7, I'm going to destroy a city and an explorer. That's 2 fear. It destroys one of these 2 beasts, and that's another fear card. So you have 3 cards that are terror level 2. Very interesting. Over here, I'm doing 2 damage. Honestly, I'm just going to injure this city, and now that only has 1 health left. I'm not destroying anything. We're keeping that beast alive. Because why the heck not? All right, Reckless Offensive. On each board, choose a land with at least 2 Dahan and at least 2 cities or towns. Each Dahan destroys a city or town, then add a Blight. Woof. Alright, I mean, that does not exist anywhere. So Reckless Offensive does not trigger anywhere. I do not have to add any Blight. Again, Blighted Island could really mess this game up. So that was a crazy turn of events. I only have 4 beasts on the board now, which doesn't make me super happy with Fangs. But I think we'll be okay. Yikes. Again, I do not have presence in a jungle, which isn't great. But that's fine. I'm just kind of wasting. I'm getting elements. I'm just kind of wasting powers the way this is all working out. But do I need that moon? I needed that plant, so it is what it is. All right, this goes away. We have 3 fear cards, terror level 2. Oh, I never... Did I lose a presence? I think this was from last turn. I think I forgot to add this presence somewhere. I don't remember losing a presence. That started... Don't think I had one there. Yeah, I just think I had a presence that I just never added. But this is the 4th turn. Right, I just never added a presence, which is really dumb. So it had to be a mountain or a wetland. I'll just put it in 4. It's a good place for it to be. So sorry about that. I don't need sacred sites anywhere. Yeah, I'm just somehow a presence got moved. The someone remembers. I think I just put a presence, never put it on the board. Remember, round 1 I put on 1 presence. Round 2 I put on 1 presence. Round 3 I put on 2. So I think I just had a presence that came up from round 1 or 2. I just never put it on the board, which is totally fine. I mean, the way I move presence, it's not a big deal with Shroud. So 3 fear cards. Again, when you earn a fear card, you're supposed to resolve them in the order that you earn them. So I tend to put them under them as I gain them. I know that I've got a couple of comments about that. People are like, "What are you doing?" But it is what it is. Angry mobs. In each land with 2 or more explorers, destroy 1 explorer or town per 2 explorers. Now remember, fear cards cannot remove um, explorers, but they can destroy them. So, but I have nothing with 2 or more explorers, so that's a thing. That's absolutely a thing. Yeah, you can't let explorers gather when you're playing as France, so that didn't happen. Tread carefully. Each player may choose a land with Dahan or adjacent to at least 3 Dahan. Invaders do not ravage there this turn. Okay. I will not ravage here. And I do want to ravage there. I want to wipe those suckers out. So, you know, it is what it is. I'll add a blight, but I'm fine with that. We have to start clearing some of these cities off. So that's done, and then finally we have each player may downgrade a town in a coastal land. May. Great. I'm only going to downgrade the 1 because that one's already injured. If I turn it into an explorer, it's going to become a town anyway. So we're downgrading this into an explorer. Remember, and that's injured, so I want to leave it injured. We now do the invader steps. So trade sufferers is done. That was the name of the last one. We now do the invader steps. We're ravaging. We're not ravaging here because we're adjacent to 3 Dahan. So I tread carefully worked. We are going to ravage here. So this is a blight. It's ravaging 4. I lose 2 Dahan. And then we retaliate, wipe out that explorer and this city. So that's 2 fear. Remember, we have 5 more fear cards to go through for a terror level 3 win. And we have 4 cities. But 3 of those cities are already injured pretty badly. So, you know, there's a chance we can try to blitz this. So that ravage, we're skipping there. This is only ravaging 1, so we're totally good. We're now going to the build step. We're going to get a town here. We're skipping the build there, thanks to Prey on the Builders. We're getting a town here, and we're getting a town here. Again, if we built a city, we would have to add a town adjacent. We don't have to do that. And now we're exploring. So we did not get coastal lands this round, which meant we have to deal with this escalation. So we're going to explore. We get 1 explorer there, 2 explorers here, because there was a source. It's pretty much a source everywhere. 2 explorers here, 2 explorers here. I'm going to add a town here, and we're going to add a town here. Nope, there are no towns. So I can add this here, which is super helpful. And then invader, and then we have to add another explorer. This is round 4. So a land doesn't have any. I'll add an explorer in 2. I'll add an explorer in 3. And then invader cards advance. So we're going to have terror level 3 cards. Remember, we took 2 cards out when we dropped the bottom most cards. So yeah, we're just doing without the jungles. So we never got mountains, and we never got the coastal lands, which is super interesting. All right, we are this comes off. So I'm going to do Frenzied Assault in land 4. I get 1 fear off the top, plus another fear, because I'm targeting this land, so that gives me another animal. I'm going to do 2 damage plus 1, so 3 damage. This is destroyed. That's a fear, but I do have to remove a beast. So I've removed a lot of beasts this round, and that's not great for my friend. I Before I did that, I would have targeted land 4 because I have to target a land that has blight. Oh, range 1. That could be good. Yeah, so I'm going to target land 1 away from my eye presence. I'm going to target land 2. Target land is blight 1 fear per type of invader present. There's a city, a town, and an explorer. So we get 1. If we get 3 fear, remainder 0, and then I can remove 1 explorer town per blight. I'm just going to move this town, and I'll move that there. So that's done. I do not have a presence in a land in a jungle, so I can't actually do Teeth Gleam from Darkness, which is a little unfortunate. Dissolving Vapors. I'm going to target land. I have a bunch of stuff going on here. Most excellent. Yeah, great. I'm going to target land 4. Ravage. I'm going to target land 4 with Lost in a Swirling Haze. And since I have a water there, that's going to give me 2 and 3 water for here. I can push up to 2 explorers. And that sucker's going to build. That's... Yeah, I'll push it here. I'm going to do Dissolving Vapors. I'm going to get 1 fear off the top. 1 damage to each explorer, so these 3 explorers are dead. I kill this town, that's a fear, and 1 damage to this town. 1 damage each to Han, that's good. And then I could target land. Well, um, 1, 2, 3. This is surprisingly useless. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I would have done Suffocating Shroud here. And what was it? 3 explorers. I killed the town. Yeah, with the Suffocating Shroud there. So I did 1 damage. Because now I have that, so I get the 2nd level because I have 2, 3, 2. So I actually have 2, 3, 3, which because I have that there too. So it's 1 damage for each additional land with presence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 damage to each. 1 damage to a different invader. So I actually could have injured this, killed the 3 explorers, and killed this town as well. And I think that makes some sense. So that's another fear, because again, it was a fully healthy town, it was a injured town, and it was 3 explorers. So I injured the town, and then I do 1 damage to 5 different invaders there. So they were both destroyed, and that was the 3 fear. I took the fear card for that. No, I got the I got the 1 fear from Dissolving Vapors already, so let me not screw that up. So with Dissolving Vapors, I'll move a presence here. I'll do 1 damage to each. Now, we'll let this be. Oh, that's golden. Yeah, well, let this be. Well, I'll use here. I did the one fear at the top already. 1 damage to each invader. Explorer dead. Another damage to the Dahan. So the Dahan's out. Town destroyed. City destroyed because it was already at 2 damage to it, and then that's injured. So that's 3 fear more. So 2 in the fear pool. So I'm pretty sure the fear is right. Sorry. Again, a lot of things happening in this playthrough, and whew, my brain is not exactly up for it. When time passes, these reminder. Wait a second. Where's my presence? I thought I had a presence here. Obviously, I didn't. I could have moved this over here, which I should have done. So that's fine. And then I had the 5. So I was counting like I did. So again, I did not move a presence when I did Suffocating Shroud. And remember, I can always move a presence. So I moved the presence there. That makes sense. And then when time passes, I get 3 fear. So remainder of 1, another fear card. So we're trying to get a terror level 3 victory for sure. And then I get an energy because I have 3 lands that have injured invaders. And I did lose some Dahan. We only have 3 3 cities left, but again, we're still pretty far from terror level 3. We have 16 plus 7, 23 fear. All right, this is all out. My head's killing me. Have I mentioned this before? Woof. What am I doing? Let's check this out. Whoo! Spirit Island, the replaced town will keep the damage when replaced, I think. Oh, interesting. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm really not sure about that. The replaced town would keep the damage of the Dahan. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I mean, I'm not. I'm good with how it played out. But yeah, that's a really interesting. It's a really interesting question. All right. And what am I doing here? Yeah, well, I still have all of these. Of course I do. Woof. Am I doing 4 things? I might do 4 things. Why not? Let's do 4 things, kids. It'll be great. Awesome. Whoo! Defend, call to guard, ravaging. Yeah, fear cards are coming out. So I'm going to do growth option 2. I still have this. I'm going to get 1 energy from the presence track. Do I want 3 card plays or 4 card plays is the real question. I mean, I could do this. I'm not sure. 4 card plays and I reclaim. I'm just so poor. I gain a power card and I add 1 presence. Then I could add 2. I get 3 card plays 2 turns in a row. I don't hate that. And that gives me another energy. Ooh. Let's do that. I could add 2 now. But I think I want to add more elements, maybe. All right, I'm going to do growth option 3. I'm going to add a presence. I'm going to get that has a fire. That's not good. That does not have a fire. Defend 4 seems rather useful. And push a blight. Defend 4 seems really useful. Target. Nope. All right. I'm going to gain that. Does not have a fire. I get another energy. I add this presence. I can add it to a mountain or a wetland. I will add it here. definitely doing this. Woof. That's risking a Blight Cascade, which is not great. One, two. Three. One, two. And then I could get an element out. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, and just have to hope for the best right now. I have to reclaim cards as Fangs. Oh, I get to reclaim one. Oh, that's so interesting. I opened reclaim one. I opened that last turn? No. I don't think that's right. Right. We had that was turn number 4. Yeah, I did not add that last turn. I can get one now this turn though. Yeah, this is right because I already let growth for this option. So I can reclaim one, gain a power card. Oh, that's super interesting. Yeah, let me do that. I'm going to reclaim one. And I'm adding this presence. So this is growth option 1. And then I gain a power card. The problem is I'm getting 1 energy from the presence track. I have 1 energy remaining here. I can do growth option 3 to get another energy and a power card. I think that's the play. And I'm going to put this into a land that has beast or whatever. I will tentatively put this in 7. We might change. Oh, nope. Never mind. Put it in. Woof. Yeah, I lost a lot of beasts with some of those with that event card. I'll put it in. There's blight there now too. Woof. That's not good. There's blight there now too. Range 3. Could put this over here. If I'm really just trying to get these fire out. Put that there tentatively, and then let me. I'm trying to get these cities out. Put that there tentatively, and then let me get a power card. Scour the land. Destroy and explore in a Dahan in a land that does not have blight. Defend 2. Okay. Target land can't have blight. Defend 5. This city needs to go, man. It's ravaging 7 there. This gives me a beast. Does not give me a plant. I have a plant there. Destroy, add a wilds, defend 2. Ravaging, that disease comes off. None of these cost 0. Alright, let me push and get this is some fear. I don't hate this. Right, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. Oh man, all these have some potential. I could just defend 5 over there. If I have 3 moon, which I do not. Moon could be helpful for this. 3 damage can remove a city. Destroy. If I'm trying not to go Blighted Island. Yeah, this is tight. This is all sorts of tight. I need to get a beast here. I think that's my best play because it has a 2 fires. And lets me do some things with Frenzied Assault. Alright, out. So this is going to cost me all my energy, so I'm not going to be able to add an element. We have 1 moon. We have 2 fire. We have 1 plant. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 animal. But I can get a 5th animal there, which is perfect. And it's fine. I'm going to defend 5 and get a fear off the top here. So I don't have to worry about that. I can. This only works. I'm already here with this. But I think this will be cool. So I'm going to do Blood Drains Predators. No, I'm not sure what I'm going to do there yet. I know I have first and third level. I'm not sure what the rest of this. All right, let me do this. I'm going to chart Veil the Night's Hunt. I'm going to do Atlanta 2 away from my presence. Each Dahan is going to do 1 damage to a different invader. So it's going to destroy these 3 explorers. And I can, I'll just leave the rest like that. It's going to build the city, which I'm fine with. Element check over here. We have 1, 2, 3 moon. We have 1, 2 air. We have 1, 2 water. And I could put an element out in limited amount of places. I'll spend this 1 to put an air here. Yeah, I like that. Um, Looking at a blight cascade there, which I just don't think I can get around. I don't. It is what it is. All right, so we're gonna do Mesmerize Tranquility. We're gonna isolate target land. Each thing's doing 1 less damage. Hope for the best there. So right now it's only ravaging 4. Um, I could have done that. No, this, ugh. I'm very short on beasts. I could do that. That's helpful. Yeah, I think that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna target this land because there's no blight. I'm gonna gather a beast. I'm gonna bring a presence in. I'm gonna do 1 damage per beast. There's 1 beast there. I would have had Blood Drain's Predators activated there first. And then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna add a second beast. Oh, after does that? Oh, do I do the whole action? Do I carry out the whole action and then I carry out Blood Drain's Predators? After the next time invaders destroyed. I'm not sure about that. It's not really gonna matter because what I can do is, if it's after the whole action, like something was destroyed there, I do 1 more damage, and I'll just push 1 instead of pushing both. So it's really not gonna matter. I'll push these. I'll push this guy into here, which will be fine. Somehow we're gonna have to deal with land 8, which I'm not really sure about. But yeah, I'm not sure if I could push that. Like, does it like, do I trigger the damage, then do this, then finish off Ranging Hunt? I think I finish all of Ranging Hunt first. Again, I'm really not sure. I'm only going to have the first level of Frenzied Assault, which isn't great. But we can do some things with that over here. And we also have Terrifying Chase, which, do I want to push this presence here? No, I'll leave this presence over there. Doesn't make sense to move it. I'll just push the beast, and I only have 3 presents on the board, which is fine, but we've limited as much as we can. Again, 6 is still a problem, but I think we'll be okay. We do have 2 fear cards, so we'll see what happens. We're gonna go to the event card. Healthy Island. Add an explorer to a land with blight. In wounded lands, attract the explorers. So I'll add this dude here, and I'll add this dude over here. That's fine. Beast change off the homesteaders. Push up to 2 explorers or 1 town from a land with beasts. I don't have to. It's up to. Doesn't do much for me, to be quite honest. Yeah. I'll push this over here so I can kind of focus my damage a little bit next round. I think that will work. Nope, that's not a good idea. Yeah, we're just gonna chill. That's fine. We're not gonna do any of that. And then raiding and retaliation in each land with cities or towns, 1 damage per city or town. Then each surviving city or town deals 1 damage to Dahan. Wolf. In each land with cities or towns, 1 damage per. This is nutty. All right, so we're looking for lands or cities and towns that have. So it's raiding and retaliation in each land with cities or towns, 1 damage per Dahan. Then each surviving city or town does 1 damage only to Dahan. So there's no Dahan here. There's a Dahan here, but there's no cities or towns. This is doing 3 damage. So that's 1 fear. That's out. No cities or towns there. This is dead. 1 fear. So again, we're going to be a little bit at the mercy of this thing. Honestly, if I was doing, I want to save this presence. I could have moved that presence over there because there's no reason to lose that presence right now. So when I did Veiled the Night's Hunt, I would have just moved that over there. Again, I'll move it back later. Or I could even, I needed the presence there for adjacency. So I should have done Mesmerized Tranquility first, and then I could have done this. But Mesmerized Tranquility is already set, so I could easily have moved that presence there. All right, interesting. So we're down to just these 3 cities, and we only have 20 more fear to generate. So this should be pretty doable. We have our 2 fear cards. We're in Terra level 2. I would like to defend a bunch in land 6. Seek safety. Each player may gather an explorer into a land of cities or towns, or gather a town into a land with a city. Each player may gather an explorer into a land of city towns. And again, we can do it from the same, so I'm going to gather, that's rough. Gather an explorer into a land of cities or towns, or gather a town into a land with a city. None of this matters. Woof. I'll gather both of these here and hope for the best with this city. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. That's my biggest concern right now. So it's ravaging. It's ravaging 3 minus 1. It's ravaging 2. Remember, this is also isolated, but I think that makes the most sense. And that's done. And then we have Panic by Wild Beast. Each player has a strife in a land with or adjacent to Beast. Invaders skip their normal explore or build actions in lands with Beast. That's freaking awesome. So I can add a strife here because it's adjacent to a land with Beast. Remember, even though it's isolated, I can allow the adjacency, and I can put a Beast here too, which is oh, there's no Beast there. I'm adding a Beast instead of a strife because what am I doing? Adding a strife here. Again, I'll land with or adjacent to Beast, and I'll add a strife here. All right, we're ravaging. This strife comes off. No blight, which is great. Oh, never mind. I will add another strife over here. I forgot all about that. So again, I would have had a blight there too, so that was lucky. So this one Beast allowed me to put a strife there or there. And then that's it. So the strife just comes off. Ravage is done. We're building. We skipped more normal build in lands with Beast. So we're building a town here. Nothing to build here anymore. This disease comes off here, and there's nothing to build there. These can come off. This can come off. All right, we're exploring. We don't have to worry about the escalation anymore. We're exploring into jungles and sands. Now, if I can win this as a fast power, this is going to be clutch. So we get 1 explorer here, 1 explorer here. Now we skip normal build and explore and lands with beasts. So it doesn't explore there. We get 2 explorers here because there's no cities or towns. We don't explore there, and this is isolated. All right, so we explore, explore, skip, explore, isolated, skip, explore. There's 2 explorers here. There is no source there, and there's no source there. So that's it. Invader cards advance. We do have to add an explorer to a land that doesn't have any. I'm pretty sure I did that last turn. I might have forgotten. If I did, I humbly apologize. But it is what it is. All right, we have to get rid of these 3 cities. So, bleh. Oh, my element check here is 2. All right. Yes. This isolate can go away. All right. So I'm going to target land 6, 7. And doing that, I'm going to push this over here to get to adjacent land because, again, miss shift. I'm going to do 1 damage off the top because I'm doing suffocating presence. Now, this wind gives me a 3rd wind. So I'm doing 1 damage off the top. And then for each adjacent land with my presence, I could do 1 damage to additional invader. So there's 4 lands with my presence that are adjacent. So I'm doing 1 damage to a different invader. So I'm killing all 3 of these towns. 1 damage to this city. And that's 3 fear. And then we have fog closes in. For each land with my presence, I could do 1 damage to a different invader. I'm going to kill this. The city already had damage to it. So I put a 2nd damage on it. I don't know why that got. I might have already had 2 damage on it. Either way, it's super dead. I could have made that work a different way. Just yeah, I think it only had 1 health left, but either way, I could have dipped between the 5 damage I did with this and the 4 damage I did with that. There was definitely at least 1 damage on that city. I definitely could have killed the city too. So that's 2 fear, remainder 1 fear card. So we're 15 away from that. And I'm not getting my beast around, am I? What's about the build? That's not a thing. Still have 2 cities on the board. All right. Lots of things potentially building here. We have most of the towns left. I just want to get some fear, so this will heal. This probably should have healed last turn. That's threatening to build a city. That's not great. That is not great. That's... Yeah, I'm going to push a land where I have presence. I can push 2 explorers per beast. There's no beast there, however. I can push... This is trying to build a town. Yeah, I'll just push this sucker. That's the thing. I'll push this here. And since I pushed any invaders, we get 2 fear. And then I can target a land. Yeah, my beast has got really, really limited. I could have left this. I already did the fear. I can target here. And then I could do 1 fear up the top, 2 damage, remove a beast. So I get another fear, and we get rid of 2 explorers. That's fine. These are out. Out. Isolate's done. This is out. Alright. I need to reclaim cards. I have no energy. So my plan was a little silly. So I'm gonna get energy, 2 energy. I get 3 energy from here. So growth option 3. Growth option 1. I spend an energy, get all my cards back. I gain a power card. I'm going to get 1 energy from the presence track. And what's fast? Once this turn, target spirit may repeat the lowest numbered card. That could be helpful, I think. Doesn't really have my elements. Yeah, these aren't great. Yeah. No, I'll take that, just in case it's useful. I would like to... Yeah, we'll see. Alright, can I get through the rest of these fear cards? So I gain this power card. It's Shroud's turn. Shroud's gonna do this. We're getting 2 more cards, 2 more presence on the board. Presence 0, presence 0. Playing these 3 cards. We're getting 2 energy from the presence track. Oh, time passes, I get 2 fear. I do not get a presence this time, or energy this time. I get 2 energy from this. That costs this and this. So again, no more elements going on the board. We have 1, 2 moon. We have 1, 2 air. We have 1 water. We also actually have 2 sun, and that matters for favor of the dark and starlit sky, which is going to be another fear, so I dig that. Put a reminder here. We have a 2. Give me a thing. So that is going to give me at least this. We'll see, again, how to use those elements, and then at least, well, maybe this, depending on where I'm targeting with elements. These 2. Yeah, that's right. I used those 2 cards the turn before. That's fine. All right. Fangs is playing 3 cards. We have to get rid of... I definitely want to try to win in this Ravage. but I'm just so short on beast. It's kind of bad. I needed the 3 energy. Wait, I had no energy. I definitely had to spend that to get my cards back, so I should only have 2 energy. So that was just wrong. Blood draws predators. Seems good. That's 2, and the third one. Definitely need a plant. I have a plant there, so I'm good with plants. No, I can't do that there. Oh, woof. Man, the blight's really hurting me. That's really hurting me. Play cheapest. I could do that. Yeah, just chase some fear. How do I get a presence in there? Uh-oh. Can I get the Han in there? Yeah, I think I can do it this way. We'll have to figure it out. So I have 1 air, or 1 moon, 1, 2, 3 fire, 1 plant, 2 if I'm targeting here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 animal, 5 if I'm targeting there. We are going to do. I want to repeat that. No, I can't. Ah. No. Crap. I do this, and then I could spend. Yeah, this makes a little more sense. I could spend an element. Well, that would give me 2 plants. I needed to reclaim, so I needed to do this, which is rough. Just not getting my Dahan where I need them. But I can definitely get some fear. And I could spend 1 energy to put this here. No, here. I can be on the coast. What is it? An addition of 3 or 4 lands, or 1+ land and the ocean board edge, which is fine. Great. So that gives me 1 moon, 1 2 fire, 1 2 plant, and then 1 2 3 4 of those. Do I need this there? Do I even need to spend that one? No, I do not. I can hold on to this one. I'm using this to chase fear. Oh, that's a slow power. Woof. Never mind. That is a slow power. So I don't need this anymore. I can take this out. And I can get my cheapest cost thing twice, which is great. All right, so we're going to do ranging hunt. 1 2 3. Yeah, we're good with that. So this should only be a 3. I'm going to gather this. I'm going to bring my presence in. We're going to do 1 damage. I just don't want cities to build. I think that makes sense. So 1 damage, we kill this town. That's 1 fear. And then we push. I'll push this back here. With push the beast back there with my presence. That's fine. Oh no. I can't defend. I can't. Ah, my gosh, my I have so few presents. I just didn't want to build that to a city. Yikes. That's ravaging. I have this defend 5, but I have no presence where that's gonna matter. Yeah, so that's dumb to play. We'll just do this instead. The elements don't really matter. It's 1 1. Still the 3 here. So that's fine. We'll figure out the rest of it. So I would have had that active there, which lets me add a beast, do a damage, and destroy that. That's fine. Beasts are good. We like beasts. So that's done. I can repeat my lowest thing. And once this turn, we're going to target Shroud for this, and Shroud's going to do some magic. So we've done Ranging Hunt. We do not have 4 Beast for this, but again, Frenzied Hunt I could do somewhere adjacent to here. I do need to get a Beast into there. So, you know what? I would actually turn this presence, take this out of the game, and turn that into a Beast, because that's useful. All right. We're going to Shroud's turn. Shroud's going to be able to repeat call to guard twice. So Shroud's going to bring this into here for targeting. It's going to gather a Dahan into here, and then it's going to defend 1 per Dahan. No. Yes. It's ravaging 6 there. Woof. This ravage is really bad. You know what? I think I do this. This isn't in play. This still has an explorer. And this beast wasn't added. And I'm gonna have this in play. So when I did this here, yeah, I gathered and pushed. This town stays injured. That's 1 less fear. I have to get a presence into there. I just can't risk the blight. So I'm gonna actually do Ranging Hunt. I don't even need the things, do I? I'm going to, this is going to be a thing, and then I'll play this for the fear. That makes sense. All right, so we're just going to push. We would have just pushed this beast and this presence into here. Because again, when I pushed the beast, that's all I did with Ranging Hunt was I pushed a beast into here. Because now I can do 1 fear with domesticated animals, go berserk, and defend 5, which is important. And oh, I could add a beast potentially. Do I have another 1 cost, 0 cost moon? No, I do not. So that's fine. So again, instead of destroying that, it didn't matter. I would have had a gather. I pushed. I just kind of left everything there, and I just pushed it into here. And I could do that because I could target this land to push from because there's no blight there. And then I did domestic animals go berserk, which is 1 fear, defend 5. That's awesome. All right. I still have this thing where I targeted so he can do this twice. I think that is going to make some sense. This is not ravaging. This is, we're going to have to find a way to kill some things there. We are out of, well, I should be able to do some things there. So we have Unnerving Paul. That's a thing. I get more defense out of that. That's super interesting. I'm going to do Call to Guard again. I'm going to target this land, so I'm making a Sacred Site here. I'm going to 1 away from there. We're going to gather that there, defend 1 per thing, so we're defending 3. we have. I'm going to use unnerving. Nope. I'm going to use favor of the sun and starlit sky to defend 4 more. So we're defended 7 there, which is fine. I could push a blight. I'll push this blight here. That's super helpful. Ah, that's dumb. I get 1 fear off the top. That's a fear card. Again, 1 away from a sacred site. I formed a sacred site there by doing this twice, so that was important. The real question is, could I have done more? I don't think so. I'll have frenzy to I'll have ranging hunt next turn that I can probably do some magic with, especially since there's not a blight there anymore. So I think that's super helpful actually. So I think we're set up pretty good for that. Interesting. All right, so that's done. I've used this twice, so this is all done. We have unnerving pile. I'm going to do 1 damage, 1 fear. We're 8 fear away from terror level 3. I already did the defend 4 there, and the extra fear from that. So 1 fear, we're defended I'm sorry, we're defended 6. So I have 1 fear, and I could do defend 1 per presence, or up to 3 damage invaders do not participate. I'll just do one 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 more defend per presence. There's no presence there, but I could do this actually. I have to do that to make that work. So 1 fear, and then I'm just gonna get one more defense. I'm actually defended 8 there. Again, sorry, this math is really making my head hurt. So we do have this as well. We have 2. Nope, we don't have anything. I have to target a land that has that thing. So we're getting our event card. New species spread inland. New plants and animals brought the island. I'm sorry. New species spread. New plants and animals brought in by the invaders damage the local ecology. I need to spend moons. I need 8 in moons. I have 1, 2 in play, 3, 4 in play. I could just forget a card. I will forget. Did I reclaim this turn? No, I did not. That's energy. That's super interesting. That's fear, I mean. I will. These are discarded. Do I want to forget this card? No, I have 4 in play. I'm just going to forget a power. No, I have 3 in play. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3. I need. And I have no energy to spend, and these are forgotten powers. So I'm going to forget Teeth Gleam from the Darkness, and I'm going to forget Veil the Night's Hunt. Nah, that's possible damage. No, that requires that though. Yeah, forget Veil the Night's Hunt. So I got to 8. So I'm going to get 1 fear per player, so that's 2 fear. On each board, add a beast to a land with cities or towns. I'm going to add a beast here for sure and here. And then new diseases on each board. Add a disease to a land with both Dahan and invaders. 2 damage per Dahan. 2 Dahan there. That's pretty awful. That sucks. That's really bad. Dahan and invaders is only here. So 2 damage to Dahan there. And that's here. 2 damage to Dahan there. And again, you have to apply that efficiently. So that sucks on each board. Any spirit with 2 Dahan among your lands. That is Shroud. Shroud gains 1 energy. That's done. Event card. What these fear cards should be over here. Sorry about that. All right, this can come off. So this is out. We have 2 fear cards. We are very close to terror level 3. So 2 fear cards, tower level 2. On each board, remove an explorer town from a land with Badlands, Disease, or Dahan. I will remove an explorer from Badlands, Disease, or Dahan. I'll remove this town from here. Bunch of towns are getting added. We definitely need to win before. And remember, you can't move explorers either; they can only be pushed. And then lands with presence have defend 2. Each spirit gains 1 energy per sacred site they have, and lands with invaders. That is nothing. So belief takes root was pretty bad. Okay, we're ravaging here. We're defended. The gross part of that is that it's going to just do 2 damage to the city because this guy survives. We're defended 5 there. Nothing to ravage there. Nothing to ravage there. We're now building. The disease comes off here, so I'm going to do all the jungles first. We get a town here. We get a town here. Nothing to build here. Now we do sands. We get a town here. We get a town. We get 3 towns here. 1 and then 2 more. And these 2 explorers come off. Explore step. Definitely need to win. And fast power is next turn. We get explore step. Where did it go? Did I not flip it over? Explore step. Where did I put it? Oh, 1 came off. Yeah. So explore step. Sorry, but that sands gets 1 here. We'll do all sands first. 1 there. 1 there. And there is no source. No, there is a source there now. So 1, 2. And then wetlands. 1 there. 1 here. 1, 2 here. And then 2 here. 1, 2. Invader cards advance. And that's that. Let me check the chat. I'm pretty sure it does. Says Spirit Island with Jonathan. Gotta go, but thanks for the playthrough. We'll check out the end how it ends later. How are we doing, kids? What's up, Sagitt? We're doing fine. My head really hurts, man. I know I'm struggling through this, but I think we've limited mistakes. Hopefully. All right, this comes off. We're doing slow powers. We're gonna do keep for what is lost. I get 1 fear. I'm gonna get 2 more fear. Oh, I got to target a land with blight, so we'll go there. 2 more fear. So, oh, sorry, just 2 fear. 2 fear off the top. So it's 1 fear per invader present. Have to target a land with blight. That's fine. I like fear. I can with 1, 1, 1. I cannot get frenzied assault, so that's not a thing that's going to happen. That's fine. We will do. We have to get these 2 things off the board. So I could target a land. I could target this land. This is fantastic. Can we kill? Yeah, we can kill that with frenzied assault. We're good. I'm going to target this land. I can move a presence into it. Since it has an air next to it, I could treat this as if I had 3 air instead of just 2. So again, I have 2, 3, and 2. 1 wetlands. Oh no! I can. It's still just that. Woof. That's really. I got the energy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got the energy from that. Okay, can I do fast damage? It's so stupid. I'm just doing 1 damage, so that city has 1 health left. We have fast damage here. We have that. Somehow I need to get 1 damage on this dude. And that's fine. Time passes. I get 1 fear, 2 fear, and that's all she wrote. Wait a second. I had a disease here. Did I forget to build there? I think I did. I think there should be a city there. I just can't remember. Right, because this built a town and put an explorer. This had a disease. That built a town. This built a town. Did I just forget to build a city? Definitely should have kept this and not this. I'm gonna undo that. Anything that does fast damage. It was dumb that I didn't keep that. Should I have built the city? I think I should have built the city there because I didn't wipe it out. New species spread. That was pointless. Remove a town. There's no way they got injured otherwise. Yeah, so I should have a city here too. Okay. Right. So I can kill this and this. How the heck I'm killing that is gonna be another thing altogether. I think that's the only thing I forgot. Yeah, that explored the 2. That explored 1. That explored 1. That explored 2. Yeah, I definitely should have had a city there. I don't know why one of the there was I'm pretty sure there was not a disease there. I don't have that, which is unfortunate. All right, so I have to reclaim cards with Shroud. No extra energy. I'm gonna get the 2 energy from here. I can move a presence, but yeah, I'm not gonna have enough for a major for the most part. I just don't even know how I'm gonna get enough to Han into there. So these all come away. Yeah, I just forgot to build that city. I'm pretty sure I forgot to build a city there. But the rest of these are good. I mean, yeah, claim 2. I could reclaim 1 for free. Sure, that's probably helpful. And then I have 1 energy from here. I could get 3 energy from here. So I want to add a presence. I get 4 energy and a major. That might be worth it. Be 5 energy, a major. Yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna get a major, see if I can't get 3 damage there. Land with the Han, it's not gonna help. Ooh, 6 damage there. It adds a blight. Adding a blight seems dangerous. Just don't know how I'm getting the Tahan there. Oh, I could do it that way. Gather. Push. 6 damage. Blighted Island. It's this and this. 1, 2. Nah, it's not gonna work. Oh, it's garbage. 1 damage to defend 2. I won't even have. Well, I could get the moon. I could do that. I could do that. Let me take the Sun's trees. I'm going to have to lose a minor. I'll lose 1 of those. So I gained a major, I gained an energy, and I gained 3 energy. I'm going to play that for sure. I will play that. Does anything move to Han? I'm reclaiming cards. I'm also gaining a minor. Right? I haven't gained a minor yet. Oh, push up to 3 to Han. That's... Alright, I think we're good. So I'm going to get a minor for Shroud. Destroy, 1 damage. Yeah, we'll do Called Isolation. We have 3 card plays. We're going to definitely do this. We're going to... We have to do 1... What the... Okay. We have this. Think that's... No. Push one. Push one. I think I can make this work through like some weird back door. So I'm getting 3 presents. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can add an element where I have presents. Woof. Oh, I cannot get a freaking moon. Shoot, I'm not adjacent. Wait, I can do this. And I could spend the 1. I could spend the 2 to put this here. Oh, we're not even close, dude. Ugh. Still want to put those 2 there. Great. All right, so I'm going to need 2. I'm going to need mountains. So I added a mountain there. It cost me, oh, it's going to cost me 3 there. Woof. It's going to cost me 3 because it's adjacent to 2 things. Oh, this is so nuts, dude. It's going to cost me 3. Or, oh, even better. Forget this. Forget this. I have a thing there, so I could spend. Wait, I don't even need the money from there. I could spend 1 here, and I could do it with Shroud, which is perfect. Which is absolutely perfect. All right, we're good. I just had so Shroud's the one that put that there, which is totally fine. It only cost 1, and because he has mountains, that totally works. This is 1 that's totally fine. We can put this in here in case we need it. So again, we have 1 air, we have 1, 2 plant, we have 1, 2, 3 beast, we have 1, 2 plant, we have 1, 2 mountain. All right, Veil the Night's Hunt. We're pushing 3. Targeting land with the Han. Most excellent. We're going to we're gonna do ranging hunt. I'm gonna gather a beast with the presence. I'm doing 1 damage per. We're killing this city and killing an explorer. That's that. Fear card, terror level 3. That's done. Oh, and the first, I could have had this too. First time something's done. No, I don't even want to do that. Yeah, we're just going to try to ravage there. It just is what it is. But defend 4. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I'm not even worried about the rest of this. I will have this situated, which gives us another beast and destroys that, because blood draws predators, so I gotta have that first. I'm going to and then I could push at least 2 of these. I'll push these guys in. I'm going to generate a fear and defend 5 with this. We're going to do call to guard. I'm going to do wait a second, where the hell were the... I forgot there should have more explorers. Whatever. There was nothing there. There was nothing here. I don't remember where these things were. Defend 4. Yeah, I just can't remember. I mean, that's 1 fear away. Like, I just can't remember what I was doing. I can't remember how I was getting damaged there. That's gonna... Yeah, I think I screwed this whole thing up. I can't remember how this was working at all. at all. I mean, at some point I had the 1 damage there. I forget how much. I think what I should do is I forget where these Dahan were. Did I have 3 Dahan there? I don't remember this at all. I just don't remember. With push 3, what I should do is gather a Dahan. I don't remember how many Dahan I had. I just don't remember. Yeah, I just don't remember. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really hurting. I'm really hurting. We did 1 more damage where that is, and I think I've just got to gamble it. So these 3 are here. I really can't do anything else with this. I'm going to gather a Dahan. Defend 1 Dahan. We're gonna gather. We're gonna push a Dahan here, and then we're going to target a land. I could push up to 3. So I could have actually pushed this into here. I think there were 3 there. I can't remember. But I have. I think I don't remember where they were. So if they were all here, I push 1 there. I push 2 there. I gather, get defend 1. Oh, I'm sorry. I can push 1. I can gather 1, get defend 2, and then we have this. I get defend 6, and I do 1 damage per Dahan. And I could push those and get defend with them. No, I'm just going to do 1 damage per Dahan. For each Dahan, choose a different invader, 1 damage to each. I'm sorry. For each Dahan, 1 damage each, and then 2 each. So I'm going to destroy this town and do 1 damage to the city. So there's 2 health there, and then that's a fear. So I think I could have pushed that thing there. I just can't. I just really can't remember how that was supposed to go. And I did the 5 already, and I should have added a presence. So if all 3 of those Dahan there, I basically pushed them there. I pushed 1 that I pushed 2 there and 1 there, and then I pushed 1 there. I gathered 1, defend 1 per, and then I did the tree. 1 away from a presence. Oh, shh. I don't have presence. I can't do that. I can't do that. Yeah, my presence isn't good. My presence isn't close. Let me think this through. This was here. This was here. I can't remember where those things were, man. Let me do this. I'm gonna fail the knight's hand. This comes off. This isn't done. I fail the nails of it. So the one, there was like an explorer here. For each, the Han, I just does 1 damage. That city had 1 last half. So nails a fine hand. The fail the nails hand. The nails fail the nails hunt. Nails wolf fails the nails. Sunner, morning, death, night hand, knight's hand. Fails night hand. Kills that city. I already got the 2 fear for that. I'm going to. I would have ranging hunt. I gathered here. I did city from that. Well, we had Drace's. We had light blood blood draws predant. Well, man, I'm really struggling with following the pen, man. This migraine's really killing me, guys. So I did blood draws predator element. I killed that thing. We did 2 damage. That's 2 more fear. And then I'm going to, there's a freaking I can't. There's blight there. Blade. Draft fun lights. This city's here. This has 1 health. I gather these 2, those Keither 1, push 1 there, gather 1, defending 2 because there's 2 each, and then we're gonna do the trees. Does this, so it does 4 damage for defending 6, 2 damage each. We kill this, and we kill this, and this. So that's 3 more fear. That's I already added. I mean, honestly, I don't even know how much I even added. Then I could do Ranner. Rather's. We're gonna do Ranger Hunt. So we're gonna do Blood draws Featherhead there. We're gonna go there. We gather this. We do a damage. We add another. We're drawing this. We add another beast. Then we gather. And we defend fear. And either get a fear. But yeah, I think we're absolutely in trouble with that 1 extra city. But we get two beast there. I could have othered city Tyler, doesn't do anything. What I could have done is we didn't even need this. I could have just had 1 in, which is enough to kill something, and then I could have had push 1, do that thing. No, I don't think there were enough to push. I just don't remember how much were there. So we'll see if this last thing goes away. Otherwise, it's just gonna go away. So event card. When exploring, push a town instead of an explorer. On each push, add beast to a land with a without a on each board, add a beast to a land that has a light with a town. That's going to go there. This will go here. During Ravage, each land defend 1 per Dahan in the land. So we have no defend. We have no Dahan there. Panic Astes. Each defeat adds a strife to an invader for the rest of the Aidver. Add -1 health per strife. So this is going to go there. Now we're going to Ravage. I think this is going to add up and be a failure because this goes here. Nope, Ravaging. Yeah, we have to Ravage something. All right, guys, I'm falling apart. Sorry about this. This was a really rough end. I just could not get it to come to the puzzle to come together. Think for the the private patron jail list. the patron chair. Yeah, I can't even speak. All right. Bye, everyone. Sorry about this. Have a good weekend. We'll be back next week. This was just kind of just a little bit long for what's going on with the migraine right now, and again, really sorry about that. But kind of fall apart. The puzzle was there. We just weren't able to kind of give it that hump and kind of get the win. But hope everyone has a good weekend. We will be